Hi guys, I'm just making a quick little video to lay out some of my problems with MGTOW, briefly go over my own personal stories, and just kind of how sad I think the current state of affairs is in the world. Alright, so MGTOW. I could say I've been a MGTOW for many years before I knew there was a term called MGTOW. It's just kind of something I had to grow into because I came from a broken family. My mother is just a complete fucking psychopath. I do not talk to her anymore. She's still alive out there doing the same dumb shit she's been doing, acting like she's still 20 years old. So I just do not associate with her at all. My dad's not like too much better of a character himself, but I do have a little bit of respect for him, and I'll give him a call every now and then, like see what he's up to. But yeah, that just kind of getting that out of the way. So from early on, I pretty much had a distrust of people in general, especially towards women, I'd say. So it was just kind of the natural response for me to just kind of keep to myself and things like that. And I've always been pretty skeptical about women's motives, mostly from my early childhood and dealing with my mother's hysteria, let's say. So I just getting that out of the way. Anyways, MGTOW, what are my issues with it? Well, first of all, the main issue is just the amount of people who just seem to take great delight in watching videos of women's misfortunes, like just laughing at them. I mean, I don't see that being a constructive part of MGTOW. Laughing at other people's misfortunes, I don't care if they're men or women. You're not helping out anyone. I mean, once in a while, like some woman or something will like get what's coming to her, and it's kind of funny, but at the same time, just fixating on that all the time, that's not helping out anyone. And the other thing with MGTOW is this kind of ties into it, is it just seems like it's filled with a bunch of angry men and boys who just take all their problems out on women. It's kind of grown similar to feminism in that sense. A bunch of angry women taking out all their problems on men. And MGTOW is just kind of mirroring it in some ways. I mean, people will say that's just the red pill rage, but it's so prevalent, and I'm not convinced that like all men are just going through that phase and coming out of it. I'm a little less optimistic of people in that regard. And I think most people are idiots. Like again, it doesn't matter your gender or any of that crap. Like most people are idiots. They're just gonna go with the flow, go with what their biology dictates for them to do. And there's a lot of just angry men and boys, like I said, who are just pissed off things didn't work out the way they wanted. So just take their problems out on the other gender, because that's easy to do. It's a lot easier than blaming yourself or looking inwards and trying to come to terms with things. So yeah, that's kind of the way I see MGTOW currently. But anyways, here's just some kind of thoughts I've had from just the way things have been going lately. So a little bit more background on me besides the broken family part. So yeah, I'm MGTOW. I would say I've pretty much been MGTOW since I was a teenager for the reasons I've already stated. Whether those reasons were actually correct or not, yeah, probably harder to say. I would probably lean towards maybe not, but at the same time, that's just the way things panned out. So yeah, just also wanted to mention, just been completely MGTOW monk for over 3 years now. No dating or anything for over 3 years. And just kind of a recent phenomenon I've started to witness is women around my age are actually starting to show interest in me, whereas this was not so common looking back in the past. I think some of these women are starting to realize, oh shit, this guy, he's got a steady job. They've probably heard some of my background. I used to have a few pretty decent jobs, good paying jobs. I kind of took a pay cut to take an easier job just because, reduce stress levels and things like that. But at the same time, I'd imagine they're probably looking at me like, yeah, this guy holds a steady job. He's probably saving up money because I'm not a big spender. They probably notice that. And, he works on his car. He's in decent shape, because I watch what I eat. I'm not too big on exercise or working out, going to the gym. But, I get some exercise during the day, the light exercise. I watch what I eat. I'm in good shape. Probably pretty decent looking guy. I'd say I'm like a 6 or 7, nothing crazy. A little on the shorter side, but whatever. But yeah, I think some of these women are starting to realize, oh shit, like, why is anyone dating this guy? This guy seems perfectly fine. So here's the issue. These women showing interest in me, in my eyes, are completely undateable. Like, I'll go over one recent example of someone in particular. So, this is someone I work with. Over the last few months, kind of off and on, they just been acting really strange around me, like just kind of getting in my way, like trying to get me to notice them, is my guess. Like just thanking me profusely over stupid shit, stuff like that. Just like, yeah, you're definitely trying there. And like this particular person is around my age. Yeah, she good physical attractiveness level, all that stuff. This chick is fucking insane. I've been working with her for over 3 years now. I've seen her many times just like walking around talking to herself, just like kind of having a semi-conversation with herself, just totally setting off alarms. It's like, oh hey, this guy seems pretty normal. Let me see if I can swoop him in, while she's betweening like her boyfriends every week or whatever. I don't know this person's exact scenario. I'm just making some educated guesses here. But yeah, it's just the whole situation is just kind of sad. Like, I'm not saying she's like a sad person for like attempting anything, but it just got me thinking like how sad this is. Like, we live in this world where, first of all, I refuse to date coworkers. I learned my lesson on that many years ago. So, that, first of all, she was out of the picture just from that, not factoring in the whole craziness factor and all that crap. And it's just sad. Like, I'm not going to pursue this woman, this particular one, because, like I said, these women around my age who are just now apparently deciding like, oh, maybe I should like try to settle down and date some other people that I wouldn't previously consider. I'm not fucking interested. Like, the time window is past, basically. Like, I'm not gonna go around and blame specific women, and kind of this is another thing I see in MGTOW that's just kind of silly. Is there'll be guys saying, oh yeah, you wouldn't have dated me when I was younger. I'm not gonna put up with you. So I'm not gonna like start generalizing specific cases to like all women and crap like that. But at the same time, it's just these women, they're just broken. Any interest I would have had in them is gone because now I know better. For better or for worse. Growing up, I think the only goal I had, honestly, coming from the broken family and whatnot, and I'd say I'm a pretty intelligent person. I got through college, got my degree, no problem. I think my only goal that I had outlined, just simple goal, nice and simple. It was to get a decent paying job and start a family. Those were my goals. I got the decent paying jobs, had those, but women weren't interested in me. So yeah, here I am. Now I'm a little older. Women are starting to get interested. And I already checked out. I'm gone. So yeah, that's about all I have to say. I just think the whole situation is a little sad. And one other thing I've noticed on forums and things like that is people saying, some of the anti-mgtow folk is that, MGTOW is just natural selection and all these fucking losers are going to die off and they won't be in the gene pool. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think what we're seeing is artificial selection. All these people like myself who have useful skills, can take care of themselves, have, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I do car work, I work on some electronic stuff, got a steady job. I can run the whole gambit pretty much. Guys like us, we're basically being weeded out. If you didn't find a nice woman to settle down with early on, and you know the things that I'm aware of now, then yeah, it's over. You're done. It's just a very unfortunate set of circumstances in today's world as far as I'm concerned. I don't blame women for this. They're just doing what they've always been doing. And yeah, that's about all I have to say on it.